Hello everyone, VanguardOfValor here, and welcome back to another episode of FTL on board the VSS Apocalypse. Now, with more apocalypse than ever. Now, we have our 4 riders. We have Death, War, Plague, and Famine, as well as our associate Walker. We have just added another Burst Laser Mark II to our arsenal, which is a very nice weapon indeed. And we're getting ready to move forward. We've got a hull repair drone giving us fancy free repairs, and we have 21 drones, so we got plenty to waste on them. We've also got a nice shield, a nice max-leveled artillery beam, and for the most part, we're ready to kick some butt. So, let's see what else is in this sector. Actually, my mistake. Before we do that, we are going to put a bit of money into our sensors. We have been in a nebula for the last little while and haven't been able to use them, but now that we're coming out of the nebula, I'd love to be able to see where I'm going. Although maybe that's not going to be the case, because there's nothing but nebula here. Ah well, let's jump into some nebula then. Take advantage of it, it's giving us that nice, slow rebel advancement. There appears to be a number of small stations nearby, and unfortunately, before we have time to scan them, warnings go off. Once again, rebel teleporter was used, and we have been boarded. It looks like there's only 2 of them, though, and that's okay. I'm cool with that. Oh no, there's definitely 4 of them. Alright then. We're going to bring the whole crew in here, because there's no reason not to. Everybody get over here. Might as well. If I can get them in the medbay, that'd be even better, but I don't think that's going to happen when they have a nice prime target like our shields to attack instead. So War is going to kill his target in a second, then he'll have free reign over who he wants to attack, which will be nice. We should have no problem killing them now, because they're not going to kill Plague either, given that he is a Rockman, or Walker, given that he is also a Rockman. War has killed his target. We're going to jump our friend Death out of there, and they have 1 to kill between the 3 of them. There we go. Send you back into shields, and we'll heal up the rest of the crew. War, get in there, you heal up, and Plague, you get in there and you heal up. We'll send Walker in there last, because he's the least important of our crew, given that he has no particular role to play. Plague is going to start trundling his way over to the helm, and War heading your way back over to the weapons. Alright. I kind of like these fancy-looking nebulas. A quick reminder, we are using the high-resolution background mod. If you want to get it to yourself, the link is in the description, along with our diversity mod, giving us some nice-looking weapons like this fancy rocket tube. Now, let's keep jumping. No reason to hang around here any longer. We are going to stay in the nebula, though. We're going to work our way over here, and then we'll probably come back that way. I hope we can make that jump. That would suck if you couldn't. Anyway, we're going to work our way around that way, get as much out of this nebula as we can. We can't see anything through the thick gases surrounding our ship. Unfortunately, since we don't know what's out there, all we can do is wait for our FTL to charge. That's 2 unlucky jumps. And an ion storm. Lovely. Well, we jump into the middle of a plasma storm. Multiple recently incapacitated ships loom in the shadows, briefly illuminated by lightning. We can search the wreckage for survivors and equipment, and we're going to do just that. Within the ship graveyard, we find 1 ship that seems relatively untouched. On board, we find an unconscious passenger and take him back to our ship. Once awake, he offers to join our crew in thanks. Awesome. So we got fuel, drone part 22 scrap, and another NG. Not going to complain about that. NG are definitely good crew to have. Let's jump over this way. Anything in this nebula? Yes, we find a pirate ship, which arrives shortly after us. Judging from the fact that it's trying to avoid us, we assume it's a smuggler trying to stay away from the beacons. Too bad, friend, you found us instead. We attack the pirate. We power up weapons and move in to engage. They've got some pretty big rockets looking, though, so we're going to power up our systems again, put power back where it belongs, and we may actually power up our defense drone here, because that missile does look nasty. We'll see if we can knock it out, though, with our quick first blast on their weaponry. If it manages to fire before that happens, we will be bringing out the defense drone. Come on, lasers. Nope, not gonna happen. Alright, so we're probably gonna have to bring the defense drone online in order to prevent that big missile from hitting us. I'm guessing it's gonna be a breach missile, so we are gonna spend a defense drone to stop it. Hopefully, it works out like I intend. Come on, lasers! Oh, we knocked it out anyway! What a waste. What a waste. Oh, no, it's back online. Although, given how long it takes to charge, I'm guessing it's not going to be too much of a problem. Let's focus down their shields so they can't be blocking us so easily. They don't want to fight and are trying to escape. That's too bad there, guys. We just blasted you in the shield, so our next salvo is going to really hurt. And we'll fire like that. And our artillery beam is also going to fire. Ooh, that's a good offer there. They hail us, saying, "We realize our ship is no match for yours. If you let us go, we can make it worth your while." They offered 6 fuel, 5 missiles, 28 scrap. That's pretty good. But I have an aversion to taking their offers. We're ignoring their pleas and attacking. Probably not going to get anything that nice, but we might get something good. What do we get? Ooh, a hull missile. We searched the ship and discovered its cargo was new military-grade weaponry. It was somehow undamaged in the fight, and we mounted it on board our own ship. We have 42 scrap and a pair of hull missiles. I don't really need 2 hull missiles. I'll probably be selling one of those, but not bad. Not bad. I'm actually going to move this MG, though, into the oxygen bay because I don't want to have 2 people in the same room. That way they take damage if they get hit together. Turn off that defense drone. Not any use to us, and we are going to jump forwards. Right to here. That hull missile was definitely a nice find. What do we have here? We find a heavily damaged Federation ship hiding in this nebula at the beacon. Before we have time to contact them, they run away, so let's try and follow and help them. Probably won't succeed, but let's try. While searching fruitlessly through the nebula, we stumble upon the rebel ship which the Federation were likely hiding from. We get ready to fight. And they also have rockets, and a big boarding party. Okay, get in there, Walker. You're also going to run over War. We need all the help we can get in there, otherwise death is going to be his namesake. Going to wind up dead. Thankfully, though, these guys should have no problem dispatching them nice and quick. We're also going to pummel them with our burst lasers. And we missed 3 times. So much for pummeling them with our burst lasers. Alright, knock those boarders out. Excellent. Oh, nice artillery beam there. The full charge definitely fires nice and quick, and they fired, so we are dropping layers off of there, powering up a defense drone, which should hopefully knock out that missile. It missed us, but we knocked it out anyway. That's okay. I'm cool with that. We're going to fire burst lasers now on the weapons, hopefully take that rocket offline. There we go! Rocket is offline. I keep feeling stupid now every time I waste a drone trying to block their missiles, but I don't really want to get hit by something that does 4 damage. Of course, I'm probably overreacting, honestly. The 4 damage isn't such a big deal when I can fix it with 1 drone's worth of repair. The enemy ship appears to be powering up its FTL and is now trying to escape. However, they are also taking a beating and offer to give us 4 fuel, a drone part, and 21 scrap in surrender, but we will not accept their surrender. Nice try, guys. We're turning off the defense drone, putting power back into our artillery beam, which should fry them just at the same time we hit them with our lasers. Yes, it does. And down they go. Nice teamwork there, artillery beam. The ship explodes, giving us a missile, a drone part, and another 40 scrap. Got lots and lots of scrap coming in. We're actually going to buy 2 more power bars, just for fun, just to have them. We're also going to put some money into... No, I guess I'll hold on to the rest of my money. I might put some money into weapons soon so I can get a hull missile and these lasers online, but for the current time I'm just going to hold on to my money since I've got it. We're going to jump up to this distress beacon and see what they have. What have we over here? We find a ship without life forms within a nearby dense asteroid field giving off the distress call. We could investigate, but I don't really want to lose any of my crew, so I'm unfortunately going to have to avoid the area. As indeed, discretion is the better part of valor, we're not going to risk it. So, we have a lot of jumps before they catch up to us. There's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 jumps. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to get over there, but either way, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I actually may not be able to do it quite that way, but if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that would probably work out a lot better. So let's try that. We'll work out some way to get a nice combination of jumps here. We're immediately contacted by a settlement. They say, "Hello, travelers. Your ship seems to be outfitted for combat. Care to take up a bit of mercenary work?" Let's listen to their offer. "Some of our friends have taken to piracy in the recent chaos of the war. We'd like you to convince them of their poor decision by severely damaging their ship. We'll pay you well as long as you don't kill them all." Oh, sure. "Just be sure not to blow them up," they say nervously as they direct us to a nearby moon. We find the pirate ship docked there, and they immediately respond to us with, "Your money or your life." They must be new to this. Alright, well, that's okay, we're cool with that. They do have lots of lasers, though. We're gonna have to pummel down their weapons as quickly as possible. Otherwise, this is gonna hurt. So we blast them. And problem solved. They can no longer hurt us. Nice try, guys. That's the problem when all your firepower is in one gun. Alright, blast them again. Blast them again. They should be surrendering soon. Yes, they are. They hail our ship, saying, "You win! We're not cut out for this!" Let's let them live and return to a settlement. Boop. With the pirates dissuaded from their career path, we return to the settlement. "Thank you," they say. "They returned to us before you did. I don't think we'll need this anymore." We get 37 scrap and a heavy laser Mark 1. We're not going to use that thing because it's pretty bad. It might be better than a hull missile, though. Yeah, I guess it'd be better to put on there than a hull missile. We could actually... No, I'm lying completely here. We're actually going to use this thing. We're going to power up our weapons system since we have so much money to spare. And we're going to use it. We're also going to buy another power bar so we can still use one of our drones without having to waste our energy from something else. We're also going to buy level 3 doors. Level 3 doors or level 1 helm or one of these things. I don't know. Let's buy level 2 oxygen, level 2 helm. Oxygen, level 2 medbay. Reason I want those, having a better medbay is a little bit better. Main reason, though, is that we get blue event options if we find them. Also, it means that if our medbay takes a hit, it isn't immediately destroyed, which is the same reason why we have put a point into the helm. We'll activate our heavy laser. We have a nice hefty arsenal here. Hefty arsenal indeed. This will have to be used in tandem with those, but I'm okay with waiting for that. So, let's jump over here and hope we can make that jump across. Otherwise, this will not work out as well as I'd hoped. So, we arrive to have a small fleet of NG ships target us with a message. Piracy results in negative societal impact. Not permitted. We assure them of our honest intentions, and they allow us to pass. That was easy. And good, we can make it across this jump. Perfect. We jump to the distress beacon, and what do they say? The distress beacon? Once we arrive, we find a civilian ship, which hails us, thanks us for responding to their beacon, and lets us know that their FTL navigation is out of whack. They want us to take them to the nearest depot to fix it, so we agree to lead them to their destination. Of course, if it's way out of the way, we probably can't go back. We take 25 scrap as a down payment, and agree to help them out. And luckily for them, it is directly on our intended course. So we're going to head over there. We could go to the store first, honestly. We could probably go... We have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 jumps. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That might be a bit risking it. Do I need to go to a store? Do I have anything to sell them? I have a hull missile, but I can hold on to that for the time being. Alright, let's jump up this way like I had planned. Although, 1, 2, 3, 4 might be a bit short. It's 1, 2, 3... 4? I don't know, whatever. I guess if we miss one beacon here, that's okay. We did get a whole bunch of extra ones in the nebula. Unfortunately, this is an asteroid field. We arrive here to discover that a rebel automated scout has been stationed nearby. We prepare to fight. They have an ion beam and a big rocket. We are going to be using a defense drone here, not because I really care about the asteroids, but because I don't want to lose that rocket, I think. Well, I guess we'll see what happens when we fire our first salvo. If we can knock out their weapons, knock out the rocket launcher, then I don't need the defense drones. I'm actually not sure what kind of rocket launcher that is. Here we go. And we missed a whole bunch of times. We knocked out the wrong thing, turn on the defense drone. And we missed the asteroid, but we did, I think, get the missile. So that's good. Keep shooting those things, guys. What a waste. Alright, keep blasting. There we go. That's a nice hefty beating for them. Good job there, drone. You shot lots of asteroids. And let's just pummel them. Bam, 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 bam. Down they go. Nice try, droid. The ship explodes, giving us 3 fuel, a drone part, and 46 scrap metal. Not bad. Paid for our drone, too. Click him offline. I can't. There we go. Click him offline. And we actually have enough power to power our medbay fully, too, if you feel like it. Let's jump out of this asteroid field and keep moving. So we'll jump over here, then our quest beacon is our next destination. I should probably actually buy my level 3 doors next with this money. As we jump into the system, a pirate advances on us, refusing all hails. We prepare to fight. They have a Zoltan and an NG. They do have rockets, Burst Laser Mark III, and an Ion Blast Mark II. That could be problematic. We're going to punch them in the shields first. Here comes the missile. I'm going to actually let that go by. Hopefully it'll miss. No, it hits an empty room, though, and I'm okay with that. So, we're going to heavy laser them again, and then... Oh, we missed. Now we're going to pummel them. It's not going to work, but we're going to try anyway. Ah, actually, we did take off the rocket launcher. That's pretty good. Hopefully they miss a whole bunch of those. No, not all of them, but definitely enough of them. Alright, so, we're all reloaded. We're going to fire 1 salvo into there, 1 salvo into there, and a heavy laser into the weapons as well. Excellent. They're trying to power up their FTL in order to run. Unfortunately for them, their FTL drive is broken. They offer us some of their cargo if we let them live, which is 3 fuel, 2 missiles, and 27 scrap, but we're not interested in that surrender. We want to kill them. Thanks, guys. Alright, that system's also on fire. If it would burn up, that'd be very funny. Come on, come on, burn the system down, burn the system down. Not gonna quite happen, so we'll just have to kill them with a missile. Laser, I mean. And they missed us with their missile. Excellent. The ship explodes, giving us a missile, a drone part, and 32 scrap. We are starting to run low on fuel, so I might be regretting my actions, but for the time being, we're just going to tank our way forwards. We are going to buy level 3 doors, though, because I like having that protection against boarders, especially because our anti-border crew is right now a rock and an Engie. We escort the ship to the requested beacon, but discover that it was an ambush. We walked right into their trap, and they are teleporting on board. Good thing we got those doors. And the fools are doomed, because they teleported into the room right beside the airlocks. You'd think they'd try and aim those things. Anyway, we're just going to punch them in the weaponry. My favorite method of fighting enemies. I was hoping they'd hit themselves. Unfortunately, they didn't. Their beam weapon is the only weapon left online, so that really doesn't matter to us. And these guys should suffocate again before that happens. Yes, artillery beam goes off, frying a bunch of rooms. Good, good. We're actually going to hit them in the helm now, so they cannot run. And they offer to surrender by giving us 3 fuel, a drone part, and 24 scrap. But once again, we will not accept their surrender. Nice try, guys. You're dying. Alright. Ship explodes, giving us 3 fuel, 2 missiles, and 30 scrap. That fuel is definitely good. Now, we are just killing people so fast now. Between all of these lasers and the artillery beam on a 20-second cooldown, we have the power of the gods at our disposal. What do we want to spend our money on? I don't even know. Well, let's jump to the next sector first, and we'll think about it if we find a store over there. We are going to lose 1 jump in the sector, but I think that's okay. We've arrived at the long-range beacon. Is there anything here? Yes, there is. A ship hails us, saying, "Good sir, it seems you're having some troubles with the rebels. I'd like to help you, but I can't afford the upkeep required on this hunk of junk I'm flying. Maybe we can come to an arrangement?" Well, you certainly sound dapper, don't you? But unfortunately for them, we don't want to hire them. We're going to fight them. They have, it looks like an Ion Blast and a Pike Beam, and that's it. Well, Ion Blast Mark II, but still, Ion Blast and a Pike Beam, so we're going to fight them. See if they have anything bigger than that. Mercenaries are worse than rebels, as we have definitely come to see. Time to kill those suckers. Until they manage to hit us 5 times, we'll be okay. If they do manage to hit us 5 times in a row, I will be quite embarrassed. And there's their shields pummeled, and they've missed, so that's okay. We should be recovering our shields anytime now, and now that they are focused on fixing that, we can blast their weapons into next week. They try to surrender, realizing that our ship is surprisingly well equipped. Unfortunately for them, a fuel, 2 missiles, and 26 scrap does not sound very good, so we're not accepting that surrender. And down they go. And the ship explodes, giving us 2 fuel, a drone part, and 47 scrap. Good thing I didn't accept that paltry surrender then. Alright, we've got plenty of money. Let's jump to the next sector and see what we find. We can go to an uncharted nebula or Mantis homeworlds. You know what? I'm actually tempted to go to the nebula at this point. Going to the Mantis homeworlds will mean a lot of borders, and as powerful as we are, borders are the one thing that we're not really well equipped to deal with. So I think, well, apart from the level 3 doors, which are awesome, but if they teleport into an important room, we're going to have a hard time keeping them out of it. So we're actually going to go into the nebula again, as much as I hate them. Here comes the nebula. It's not a slug home nebula either, so we don't have to worry too much about slugs sabotaging us. This nebula must have been an important hub at one point. Placing all of these jump beacons would be no easy task. However, now it's hardly navigable. Well, this is going to be another long episode, guys, because we have another whole nebula area to go through. We are going to spend a bit more of our money on power, though, I suspect, because I hate running out. So, yeah, now we have an extra 4 power bars. That'll give us 2 additional ones when we run low on power, if we run into an ion storm, i.e. when we run into an ion storm. So hopefully that'll be all we need. What do we find here? Without active sensors, we have no other option but to look out of the viewpoints in apprehension. It's eerily quiet. Nothing there. Okay, we'll keep moving. And we found an ion storm. That was quick. We jump into a sector of the nebula beset by a plasma storm, and an automated rebel scout stationed at the beacon moves in to attack. We could try and outrun them. We have some pretty decent engines, but we're going to fight them anyway, because why not? They've got no big weapons, really. We can probably be fine here. We are going to... I guess we're fine like this. I don't know if there's a better option. Oh, they're cloaked right now. That's why I'm not charging my weapons. Whoops. Alright, they're going to blast us with this. As long as they don't fire the halberd beam at the same time, we should be fine. Because the halberd beam cannot pierce 2 levels of shields. There we go, perfect. We are going to blast them in the shield, cloak, and the weapon simultaneously. There we go. Now they're no longer a threat. That worked out for the best for us. Next salvo is going to hit them in the engines and the helm, so they have a hard time dodging us. And down they go. That worked out really easily. Very nice. Ship explodes, giving us a fuel, a drone part, and 42 scrap. Not bad at all, although we are suffocating a little bit, so let's jump out of this beacon. Find somewhere more interesting to go. Let's jump over here. That sounds like a good place to me, and it's not an ion storm, so that's always good. Unfortunately, there's nothing here. We nervously glance at the windows, but the only thing to greet us is more clouds and silence. So let's power up our systems again, so we're not suffocating. Power, 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 and we're good. Alright. There is a store over there, so we're probably going to head there soon. What will probably happen is we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll jump back into the nebula and do a couple more, and then work our way to the exit. That way we'll be able to buy some more fuel, and everything should be lovely. We spot a rebel ship in the nebula ahead, and try and stay off their radar. Should we engage them? Well, of course we should! It looks like they've got some heavy lasers and some triple lasers and a missile launcher, but that's okay. Let's prepare to chase them. We follow their vapor trails and surf into their 6 o'clock. Weapons hot. Oh, I was wrong. That's a Burst Laser Mark III. Well, that's nasty. Where are they? Where are they? Where? They're in our door room. Okay, get in there, fight them in the doors. And we're actually going to send in Varnus as well. They can just keep them busy temporarily while we murder their friends. So, everything should be okay here. We could pop up a defense drone because we have power to spare. I guess we might as well, sure. Pop up the defense drone. Hopefully it doesn't miss. No, good shot. Let's hit them in the weapons. And we missed a whole bunch of times, so we did not take out their big laser, unfortunately, but that's gonna have to suffice for now. Hopefully they miss us a whole bunch. And hit us one time, but they hit us in an unimportant room, so I don't even care. Hop back in the medbay there, and we're gonna power it up using our fantastic level 2. Punch them in the core systems. There we go, now their weapons are offline, and they ran away without doing any damage, so that worked out for the best. Especially because we didn't have to take anyone off real systems in order to do it. Now, we're going to punch them in the helm, and one shot in the shields just for good measure. Ooh, that's a really nice offer. They say that if we don't kill them, they'll give us 3 fuel, 7 missiles, and 33 scrap. I want the fuel. The missiles are nice too, because we do have hull missiles, and the 33 scrap is a pretty reasonable offer. I think we'll have to accept that. But I want to kill them. Killing them is almost always better. Well, we need the fuel, so we'll accept on the basis of the fuel. You guys got lucky. Alright. You get to live today. Now, we'll send Varnus back into the oxygen room where he was before, and can we spend any of the scrap we have found? I could buy another level of weapons. Like, honestly, all we have to do now is buy weapons. Power bars. Although power bars we're maxed out on too, aren't we? Yeah. So we're just buying weapons at this point. Get our hull missiles online and whatnot. Work our way over to the store, spend some money there. And another ion storm. Good thing we bought those extra power bars. We arrive in the middle of a plasma storm, and despite the harsh conditions, our rebel scout is waiting for us. They do have a teleporter, so they're going to be using that, no problem. They have a big missile and a 2-shot laser. The laser is not a problem. That means we can take our shields down 1 layer. We can turn off the medbay. That'll let us put energy into our defense drone if we need it, and this if we want it. We do that. Put the defense drone on. That's probably the best possible arrangement. Where are they? Aha! You fools! You jumped into the airlock again! Suffocate them out, and they have no shields, so when our lasers are powered, we can blast those guys. I probably should have waited and seen if we even needed that drone. It looks like we will. They'll probably get a chance to fire now. Yep. Block that, please, drone. There we go. We can close the external doors, because war can handle these guys no problem. Like so. And we're going to keep burst lasering them. It looks like all of their weapons went down, so that must have been a fire there as well. Oh, you're suffocating there, War. Didn't see that. I didn't realize we didn't turn our oxygen system on. Turn that back on with another cost of an engine bar, because we don't need those anymore. In fact, we can even turn off another layer of shields to turn our medbay up to full, and we will pummel them in the helm, so they're not going anywhere. Excellent. Nice try there, guys. We are back up to full health, so send War back onto weapons, turn off the medbay, turn on the engines, I guess. Doesn't make any difference at this point, because we are going to kill them, no problem. Blast him in the shields. And they tried to surrender, giving us 2 fuel, a drone part, and 32 scrap. You know, that's pretty close to what I accepted last time, but I already got an offer. I'm not accepting that. We're going to kill you. Sorry there, you fine folks. You're gonna die. One more salvo should kill them, because none of our shots can miss. It is nice knowing you can never miss. And down they go. What are you gonna give us now? We kill them, the ship explodes, giving us 2 missiles, a drone part, and 45 scrap. Very nice. That'll pay for the fuel that we're gonna have to buy now. Everyone else seems like they're doing just fine. Turn off the defense drone, put that power back where it's needed, and let's jump again. There's another store over here. I guess we could check that out, work our way over to this store, and then work our way through here. Because if there are any good augments to be had, we're probably going to want some. What do we have here? The center of a hydrogen cloud. Doesn't seem like a very usual place for a store, but the NG aren't a usual species. Wouldn't hurt to take a look. We have some drones here, but I already have all the drones I need. We have some weapons here. A halberd beam would be quite nice, actually. I could trade those for the halberd beam. That way we'd have a humongous firepower. That would be fun. Let's buy all the fuel they're selling. We might as well buy the halberd beam, honestly, because our other points aren't doing us any good. This takes 17 seconds to charge. It's a little bit long, but I'm down with that. Let's buy the halberd beam. And we'll sell them our hull missile and our heavy laser Mark 1. And now if we put the halberd beam up there, now we're pretty much set. That's a killer set. All we have to do is power that sucker, which is going to take us a while. I probably shouldn't have sold the heavy laser, because it's going to be a while before we can run that thing. Although, no, it won't. I have enough money to power it right now, don't I? No, not quite. Not that rich. No, I think I do. I think I wasted that. Oh, I shouldn't have sold the heavy laser. I miscounted the number of slots I had. I thought I only had... Yeah, I thought I had... Ah, well. You win some, you lose some. Sometimes you make silly decisions. Whatever. That means we actually can power this right away. The only thing I'm waiting on is seeing if there's anything good in that store I want to buy first. A heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding in the nebula at this beacon. Before we have time to make contact with them, they run away, so we try to follow them, which means we're going to fight someone. Yes, it does. While searching fruitlessly through the nebula, we stumble upon the rebel ship which the Federation were hiding from, and will prepare to fight. They are teleporting on board us again. Where are they? They are in our drone control. So, War is going to get in there right now, and we're also going to bring in our support rocks. Although it's going to take them all day to get there, but that's okay. We can burst these guys, hopefully, into oblivion. We're probably going to take some hits here, but in the meantime, let's power systems back up. No reason to not have everything turned on that we can. And, that's a tiny Lido missile, I think. We could turn on our, I can't even speak in any words here. I could turn on our defense drone just to negate that one additional source of damage. They have a lot of firepower as far as shield bursting goes, though. Whatever. Defense drone it is. And burst lasers are going to hit them in there. We're actually going to send him back into the weapons for the time being to speed up our firing rate. Here comes some shots. They knock out the missile. Very nice. We did manage to hit the missile system, which means that defense drone is now not going to do anything, unfortunately. But it is better than nothing, I suppose. Taking a shot. We are going to try and hit the shields this time, I think. We need to knock those shields down a peg. There we go, one layer down, that's better than nothing. And they have run away, so we're going to head back to the med bay, power up to full, and heal up quickly. Thankfully, their weapons are so out of sync that we don't really have to worry about taking damage from them. Also, their shields apparently are on fire, which is great for us. There we go. Doing some real damage there. War, get back to your station, you're already healed up. And, this is turning into quite the fight. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, there goes the artillery beam! The enemy ship is trying to run away, but our artillery beam is going to knock out their helm anyway. They say that we have clearly bested them and request their lives. However, unfortunately for them, their offer is a pitiful one. We don't need any more missiles, we sold our rocket launchers. The drone part would be maybe nice, but the 22 scrap does not make up for it. We will not accept your surrender. Sorry, you unfortunate fools. And blast them. Here we go, and down they go. Nice try. The ship explodes, leaving behind a missile, a drone part, and 44 scrap. Definitely better than what they were offering. The missiles were nice, but we didn't need them. Death, you're gonna go heal up before you wind up dead. We have our drone sitting over there in space. We can definitely afford to power up our halberd beam now, but let's check out what's in this store first. In here we have a ship engineer having set up small shop. They offer a teleporter, which we don't really need at this point. More drones. I don't need a defense drone Mark II. I just want a defense drone. And, okay. Nothing here we need. Sorry. That's... Buy your fuel, I guess. I'll buy that much of your fuel. Okay, I'll buy all your fuel. Nice round 20. And now we have plenty of money to spend on weapon upgrades. Now we can power up the halberd beam, and now we are truly a force to be reckoned with. 2 burst laser Mark IIs and a halberd beam. That is some serious firepower. Now, let's get back in the nebula so we can keep exploring these little areas and make our way back to the exit. Here we go. But it's an ion storm. Nope, it isn't. I always expect it's going to be an ion storm because that's the worst possible outcome. With the sensors down, we spend a good deal of time staring out the window. It is, we have to admit, quite beautiful here. Especially since we have these new textures. I like the backgrounds. What can I say? There's a distress beacon over there, which we might make our way over to. Here we find in the tangled wrecks of many ships. Sorry, the tangled wrecks of many ships wait in dormancy here. We see lights flicker on what looks like debris. However, a rebel scout bursts from the wreckage. It's a They've got ion blast and a whole bunch of bombs and missile launchers. I'm not too keen on that. Let's see if we can't just fry them. It's gonna take a lot of hits though to make sure we knock their shields out. Let's wait for a halberd beam to charge, and that should be before the missile can launch. Nope, a little bit slow. So we are going to block it with our defense drone. Block it, block it. No, it did not block it. You failed, and as a result, you exploded. It hit us in the drone bay, so the drone that we were trying to defend our drone bay with is now disabled because they shot us in the drone bay. Genius. Well, we can fry them across the weapon with a halberd beam at the very least, and that knocked out the bomb, so the fire bombs won't be giving us any more trouble, so that's good. However, it looks like we're still having a hard time here. Death, get in the engines. I forgot he wasn't even in there. No wonder our dodge was so bad. Okay, we need to fix that, so we're going to send Varnus over to fix the drone bay. We're going to get hit in the face with another rocket, aren't we? Yes, we are, in the shields, too, adding insult to injury. Alright, fire's out, so Plague has no problem fixing that. We're going to pummel them in the weapons again. And we're going to halberd beam them across the weapons again. And down they go. That's what you get. That hurt quite a bit, actually. The ship explodes, giving us 3 fuel, a missile, and 48 scrap, but that hurt quite a bit. We'll repair those damages, send people to go get healed up, and we should be good to go. Actually, you can stay in there, Varnus. Help fix that system. Famine, are you level 2 repairs yet? No, you are not. It does take quite a few repairs to survive up to that level. So I guess that makes sense. Send them over there, power up the medbay. The biggest problem I have with defense drones is the fact that they can miss. I guess it makes sense, because they'd be incredibly powerful if they never missed, but it's very frustrating when you really need to block that one boarding drone or what have you, and you miss and nothing good comes of it. Alright, so this is a very different ship than the ones we normally fly, and I hope it works out. It's been doing pretty good so far, but we'll have to see how it holds up over time. We have 1, 2, 3 jumps left, so we're going to go 1, 2, and then out to the exit. It's probably the limit of what we can get to. There's nothing here, is there? Oh yeah, there is. A pirate ship arrives shortly after us. Judging from the fact that they're trying to avoid us, we assume they're a smuggler trying to stay away from the beacons. Let's use our weapons, which would activate our advanced weapons threateningly. These are pretty threatening weapons, I gotta say. Threaten them, they say. There's no need for aggression. Perhaps this would convince you to look the other way. They offer us 2 fuel and 35 scrap. It's not bad as a bribe, but I can get more from killing them, I'm almost certain. So let's ignore their bribe and attack them anyway. Here we go, friends. They have a bunch of lasers. They have a basic laser, burst laser Mark 1 and a burst laser Mark 2. Interesting combination. Where are they? Oh, they're in the airlock again. Goodbye, friends. Don't even have to go over and deal with you. They are going to be shooting us in a second. Oh wow, that's a lot of simultaneous missing. That's what it was. Alright, pummel them in the weapons, please. And now that their shields are down, we're also going to fry them through these rooms. They hail us, saying that they realize that their ship is no match for ours. They offer to bribe us, but that's not even as good as the bribe they offered before. It's got less scrap and more missiles. I'm ignoring you, and I'm going to keep killing you. Nice try there, guys. I think they're dead now, honestly. Nope, they're in that room now, and our artillery beam fries the rest of the ship. The ship appears to have been transporting prisoners. Unfortunately, they were all killed. We salvage what we can, which is a fuel, a drone part, and 26 scrap, which is surprisingly less than they offered us. I guess they offered us more because it was a blue option. The more you know. I'm guessing that actually is the best possible outcome. Interesting. We're just going to let these guys suffocate in there. Not too bothered. And that should happen fairly soon. Come on, guys, hurry up and suffocate. I can't see you. Just, they got through another door. Really? Come on. Just die already. There they go. Now they're dead. Close, close, close. Very nice. Let us jump back towards our exit. We're not going to be able to go to the Just Beacon, unfortunately, unless I feel like fighting some rebels, which I suppose I could do. We see a small station nearby and feel the shudder of shots ringing through the ship. We can't be sure without sensors, but we feel we've been boarded. And yes, we have been boarded. Where are they? You guys boarded an airlock again. How stupid are you? There's probably 3 of them in there, too. Actually, no, there's probably only 2. I don't think they can actually board multiple people. That's why he wound up in this room. So kill him, and then we're gonna get out of there. I think they're already at half health. Okay, I guess you can kill them. No. Run for health. They're gonna suffocate before they do any damage to that room anyway. Yes, they are suffocating. Unfortunately, the door closed, so they managed to almost get out. But they seem to have died, so the problem is solved. Nicely handled, folks. War, you are still not a max level fighter. Pretty good at the gunnery station, though, so that's not bad. And to the exit. We could go to the distress beacon. Is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. Regardless, I don't think we're going to do it. We're going straight to the exit. Here we go. We could even go to the exit, then the distress beacon, then back, probably. We arrive at the long-range beacon. Is there anything here? Yes, there is. As we arrive in the system, we're hailed by loyalists. Upon learning of our quest, they offer us 2 fuel, a missile, and 54 scrap. So that was definitely worth it. I'm glad I went there first. We could go to the distress beacon and then come back. We'd have to fight some rebels in this place, but we're pretty darn powerful, so we could probably handle them without too much trouble. I don't know if I really want to, though. What am I even going to put my money into? I got so much money sitting around. I could buy level 4 shields, take the money out of the medbay and put it in that. That would probably be a pretty good use of it. We don't have any of our floating money, though, if I do that. Floating power bars, I mean. And once we get to the final sector, we're going to want to have that defense drone active to stop those missiles. Because we don't have any cloaks, so that's our only defense, really. I guess... Man, why not? Let's jump to the distress beacon. We're going to do it. We'll come back and fight some rebels and then jump our way forwards. Anything over here? The distress signal is coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire, and the repair crew can't approach without being fired on. They're looking for help to fix or disable it, and luckily for them, we have Engie, so we'll remotely repair their targeting system. Our crew member is able to remotely fix the glitch in the defense, allowing the repair crew to close in and finish the job. The station gives us its thanks, as well as 2 fuel, a drone part, and 63 scrap. So I guess I'm glad I came here, because that's a nice reward. We are going to also activate our hull repair drone. Heal us up a little bit there, friend. Glow green on their shields. That definitely heals our hull. Like, I like the idea of this thing, but that's such a weird effect that they chose. With no audio, it just sort of glows green on the screen. I think that could have been better handled. I think that's the one thing in the game I don't like, but whatever. Let's power up our shields to level 4, because we might as well. And, punch it. Alright. Ooh, that's true, actually. Come to think of it, we don't have a boarding party, so we're not going to be able to target that missile system specifically. We're definitely going to need our defense drone in the upcoming battle. We jump back to fight them. Oh, they got lots of missiles. We found the exit beacon, but the rebels got here first. We'll have to survive long enough to jump to the next sector. There's no point in actually trying to kill these guys, because they just only give you 1 fuel for killing them. So we're probably just going to jump out of here when we get the option. I could activate a defense drone now, though. That might give us the edge against those rockets, so I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Take out the rocket, please. Yes, there we go. Not a problem. And we can tank out that damage. We're going to actually hit them in the weapons. No, we're not. Okay, we missed a whole bunch of times there. Hit the missile, please. Thank you. We are slowly killing them, except for the fact that Varnus can't fight to save his life. Got another missile coming in. Oh, we missed it, but it missed us, so that's okay. Varnus, get in the medbay, and Walker, you too are actually going to get in the medbay. And we are going to jump out of here, I think. Let's jump to the next sector, because there's not going to be anything attacking us there. It is a Rock Homeworlds, too, which is always interesting. You might be able to get a special event there. Let's go and see. Rock Homeworlds it is! Onwards to Rocks. The Rock people are a powerful and proud race. It's not unheard of to have a peaceful journey through their lands, but we shouldn't count on it. Well, that's okay. We're not having a peaceful journey as it is now. Get in there quick! Quick. Actually, you're going to hop in there for a second. Stop. Aw, they managed to take it down a level anyway. Get in there, War. Kill them before they destroy our doors anymore. You should be able to handle those 2 guys on your own. You are a force to be reckoned with, after all. And then War can get back to waging what he loves to do. And he might actually not win this fight. No, he's good. Okay. Get out of there, War. That's not your kind of thing. Varnus, get in there, you fix that. And actually, Famine, I might as well send you as well, because you're the one I want to level up. So get in there quick and fix that system. Awesome, because if we can get an NG with level 2 repair, then we will be really well set up for fixing damage in the upcoming battle. Okie dokie. Well, that's pretty well set up for now. We have a monster of a ship here. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. This has been Vanguard of Valor with another episode of FTL on board the VSS Apocalypse. And now that name is starting to feel quite suiting. Excellent indeed. If you liked the video, don't forget to like the video. Thank you one more time for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.